What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and craziness coming from the world of Lego. This week, we already had one Lego game officially announced, and that was Lego The Incredibles. I didn't make a video about it, and I'll talk about that another time. A little frustrated there, but leaking is, it looks like, the second game that we're going to hopefully get this year, with a release date of October 16th. Previously, we thought we were going to be getting another DC Comics game, and we sort of are, but not the title that was previously rumored. If you look at this listing right here, it shows Lego Watchmen, the video game, and it is looking pretty cool. And we previously thought we were going to have DC supervillains, Lego DC supervillains. It was going to be a game that featured a storyline that focused on the villains, but now it looks like we are getting the Lego Watchmen game, and it's very interesting because DC Comics has just had a major crossover event between the Watchmen and the DC Universe, where they have brought them together as part of the Doomsday Clock storyline, which was written and planned out by Jeff Johns, who is basically Mr. DC Comics at this point. So this is actually DC Comics taking things to the furthest extreme, and looks like we are going to have something pretty cool to work with. The listing says, join the fray of an alternate history where costume heroes are part of everyday life and unravel the mysterious ends of some of America's great masked vigilantes. Play as Night Owl 2, Dr. Manhattan, Silk Spectre 2, Rorschach, and more through the streets of New York to an icy Antarctic base. Customize your own villain or hero in the new DC Customizer and unlock your favorite DC characters for open world play. So it looks like we are getting a Doomsday Clock style story. They'll probably have something with the original story as a campaign and then shift into the Doomsday Clock storyline. I don't know, I'm purely speculating. The cover shows Dr. Manhattan, Ozymandias, I always say that wrong, Ozymandias, the comedian, Rorschach, Night Owl, and Silk Spectre, obviously the second versions. But there are so many cool characters that we can get as part of the Watchmen storyline, including Captain Metropolis, Hooded Justice, Silhouette, Dollar Bill, Mothman, and, Moloch the Mystic. There's Captain Carnage, who Rorschach famously threw down an elevator shaft. King of Skin, Captain Axis, tons of cool characters that we can get just from the Watchmen universe. And then, of course, there's a lot of characters that shift over as part of the DC universe. Mime, Marionette can come over. There's a lot of really cool characters. At this point, there's even a second Rorschach. There's Lady Clayface, Metamorpho, Man-Bat, all these characters that are part of the Doomsday Clock storyline that I don't think is... Actually, it is still ongoing. Obviously Superman's a big part of that, Lois Lane, Batman, Lex Luthor, tons of characters. It's going to be... I've been loosely following it, all right? And it just seems like a perfect marriage, if you will, of characters. Rorschach working with Batman. That's pretty epic as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't really sold on the whole thought process of bringing over the Watchmen to the DC universe. I kind of like the fact that they existed, separate from one another. But I think this will work out pretty well, and I can't wait to see it in the Lego form. The cover looks pretty dope. They're showing the Nintendo Switch version. I don't know what I'm recording the video and audio separate, so I don't know what images I'm floating around, but between myself and Bricks to Life, Disney Dan, we have found quite a few cool images to work with, including a PlayStation 4 shot and some other little screenshots. I don't know when this is officially going to be announced, but it does look like this is our next DC title, and with Incredibles coming out in June, having another release in October doesn't seem all that ridiculous. So, what do you guys think about Lego Watchmen? Sounds pretty exciting. I mean, Alan Moore's graphic novel is infamous. I mean, it's possibly, one of the most mainstream accepted, graphic novels of all time. Won tons of awards. I mean, it stands the test of time even today. So I think this is just a great thing. I mean, I was pretty excited about DC supervillains. I was excited about seeing the supervillains get a little bit more play, but I mean, Lego Watchmen with DC characters in it, I mean, that seems like I'm 2 for 2 in April Fool's Day jokes. It's going to end up being right there with Lego Deadpool, but it was cool while it lasted. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and happy Easter.